Welcome to Planet Plute Pseudo.
Bravo, bravo, bravo. Whoop, whoop. Tango, tango, tango. Hey, hey. What's happening, blacks? How you guys doing out there? Y'all know who it is, right? It's me, your homegirl, Ladosha Wright, a.k.a. Key Lolo. And then right over there, y'all know who it is, right? It's the one and only. There she is, my BMF. That's right. That's right. The one and only, the hair oracle, aka Cheryl Morrow, is with us, and we are on our 65th episode, and we're talking about elevating your Afro hair education in West Africa. And this is the one I've been waiting on, Cheryl. This the one. Now, you said, "Oh my goodness!" I'm gonna tell you what's an "Oh my goodness." I heard it was a tsunami or earthquake in North California today.
Yeah, I heard too.
Did you shake that a little bit? Was you able to? No, you didn't feel it. Yeah. So but that happens in California. That's a regular for y'all. Y'all kind of used to, I know some people were like, that's why I would never move to California because of the potential for an earthquake. But if you were in Cleveland right now, I guarantee you'd be on the first thing smoking to California because it's colder than the alphas. The alphas say it must be it's cold in here. It must be some alphas in the atmosphere. Well, sorry, alphas. I think Cleveland has you guys beat when it comes to this weather. Because man, it's cold. We didn't open up the salon today. That's how cold it was.
Damn, really?
Yeah, the weather was bad. It was bad.
Wow.
Yeah, that's right. We stayed on in, and I didn't even eat no cereal today. I did eat a bologna sandwich. Where are my bologna sandwich lovers at? Holla at your girl. Drop a little a BS in the chat for the bologna sandwiches. If y'all rocking them bologna sandwiches, if I'm the only one, that's okay. That's all right, because I'm real projectish. Y'all know how I feel about them bologna sandwiches. But it's a wonderful day. It's a wonderful day here and sunny. It's sunny in San Diego, isn't it? Look at Cheryl smile like, well, I hate to just, facts on facts.
Right. The crescent moon and Venus is right outside my door.
Oh, excuse us. What does that mean? The crescent moon and Venus. I'm your Venus. Hey, I'm your fire, your desire. Like, who knows about the crescent moon and Venus? I've never heard of that before.
Yeah, they're side by side.
Oh, you're just so esoteric. Come on, y'all. Give it up for the esoteric. That's why you're the hair oracle. Because Lolo don't know about the Venus is in, what's it again? Virgo, what was it?
No, the crescent moon and
the crescent. Look, I just dropped the crescent moon all together, went all the way over to Virgo. See what I'm saying? I ain't even drinking. Ain't that something, Sir Pooh? I ain't even had no liquor, and already I'm acting a fool up in here. So yeah. Speaking of acting a fool, here's another one. The cat that killed the CEO of the healthcare company. I mean, people are celebrating this man's death like that's what he get.
Oh, what did he do? Besides being CEO of the healthcare.
Well, apparently he wrote on the bullets like depose or something. He had these 3 words, depose and
deny, depose.
Yeah. See, you know everything, Yeah. So apparently, this might be a very upset. We're talking about upset customer. Jesus Christ!
Deny, delay, depose, or something. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, you got it. So he actually wrote that on some bullets. I know. And so people are like, good, that's what he get, because apparently when the medical insurance companies go to deny your claim, the final say so would be a doctor. So apparently this gentleman turned to AI to kind of override the doctor's decisions. And so this made this, now they don't know if this is true or not. So but I don't care what nobody say. You can't be celebrating no man's death. Now come on now, y'all. So yeah, so I thought that was kind of crazy. Like, dang, we
Yeah,
just
but what is deny, defend, and depose? What does that mean?
apparently, well, so I guess this it's United Healthcare. So this is America's one of their largest insurance companies. They're also, of course, when you're the largest, then automatically you're going to have the most, denials or rejections of claims. So this is making that particular. Now, again, guys, this is a list.
Oh,
Yeah. So maybe
I get it.
yeah,
Oh,
maybe someone was denied medical care or something like that. And so he went beyond John Q. John Q was like, hey, so he went there and everybody is celebrating this guy. But we just can't go around killing folks. We can't be killing at will. All right. It's all right for a hip hop song, but come on, people. We just can't be doing that. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Yeah. So that's kind of crazy. So that was in New York. And I think it was in Brooklyn. I think that was in Brooklyn, New York. So he got away. He fled on a bike, and it's funny, they're going to use AI to try to catch this guy. So yeah, this is all on the New York police people, investigators, and they're all talking about all this stuff they're going to use with imaging and his face and all this stuff. So anywho,
Wow. Okay, so now I get it.
yeah.
Now I get it. And I will say, so do you really understand what deny, defend, depose means?
I
Now
have.
that I've kind of, well, it is a game. It's called claim games. It's a
Oh,
game that insurance companies use. It's an insurance scheme,
I have.
and what they do is that they deny you, and then they defend it, and then they throw. They really are.
And dispose of your.
Yeah, no, the insurance companies are. Yeah, it's the claim games that they play is. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
this is look at
know.
Trish.
I know.
Go Trish the natural. I'm with you, LeBron. We better stay. Hey, we better Trish, you just stick around with us. Don't you leave us, girl. Because she knows some
Claim games.
things. She
It's
says,
claim games.
yeah.
It's what happened to me about with my mother's house.
Oh wow.
And of course, I was too smart for that. But at the end of the day, I let them play and play and play, and kept every email, kept every text. Oh my God. And so at the end of the day, it's a game where poor people can't afford to defend themselves. They can't. And unfortunately, in my case, that they just mess with the wrong family.
You can say the N word, any hoot. We know what she mean, y'all. The wrong N word to mess with. You know what I'm saying? They effed around and found out. What's that? Feffo? Effed around and found out. Is that right, Trish?
They did. And not only that, I was that B and I was that N.
Right.
They didn't
All
know.
right, Bernard Dinar. What's his name? I always get his name wrong. Bernard Dinar. I'm saying it wrong. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Who else? I love him. Bernard Dinar. I'm still saying this wrong, but y'all know who I'm talking about. Anywho, so Tristan Natural says at the end of the day, to make a long story short, it's all about a higher percentage of denials that results in higher profits for the company. And so this particular person, that justified to him his reason for gunning this gentleman down. But take the Cheryl route, okay? Don't go killing people. Call up the hair oracle. She knows about the Venus and the
First,
moon and all of that. And then you ain't got to kill nobody. You know, he should have reached out to you and, he wouldn't have had to do all of that. But y'all don't like the
it's a
moon.
money game. It's a money game, and you
Yeah.
can't afford to fight them. And they just, yeah, they really. And I don't know what the CEO had anything to do with. I guess their insurance company. Oof.
Yeah. And ain't
Yeah,
like
they
he
play
works behind the
me.
desk.
They
You know
play
what they say? He just works there, right? I mean, I guess the people like whatever. Anywho, so we have a wonderful, wonderful episode where we don't deny, dispose, and I forgot the other word. We
I defend.
defend. Yeah,
Yeah.
we don't do those things on the America's favorite podcast about Afro hair. No, instead, we're going to support you guys. We have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful episode. Now, this again, in case you guys are just new, because we're actually, I don't know if you go back and look at our numbers on Facebook after we go live, but we've like doubled our viewership on Facebook. So if you are watching this, and apparently they're watching this post live, so all of our post Facebook watchers, Cheryl and I, let's give you a big round of applause, because the last I checked, we were like almost up to the 200s, which is not bad. We're not influencers. We're just, two women who love Afro hair. So to Instagram, LinkedIn, and then of course the YouTube family. We ain't nothing without YouTube family. You know what I'm saying? We definitely appreciate you guys. Our goal is to get 3,000 followers, so we're definitely inching a little bit closer. So that's going pretty good right here. On Facebook. And so tonight we have a wonderful, wonderful treat. And so again, for those of you who are like, what is this we're watching? You are on Planet Plute Pseudo. I'm your host, Ladosha Wright. And then over there's the other host. That's Cheryl Morrow, aka the Hair Oracle. Though I'm starting to say the Hair Oracle, aka Cheryl Morrow. I can tell about the moon and all this, that, and the third, the way she broke it down for us. And so this is a platform specifically for licensed hair, nail, skin, beauty professionals, and then also the hair aficionados. And so our goal here is to give you all the pure and unadulterated information, all access to any and everything Afro hair, with history and science on our side. And I promise you, you can't go wrong with Cheryl lurking in the moon in the horizon. To make sure you guys are getting the right information. And tonight, it's all about going to Africa to learn more about Afro hair. In case you guys aren't aware, I traveled to West Africa about almost 5 years ago to learn and exchange education and information about Afro hair through an endeavor called Textures Intercultural 2019. It was right before the pandemic, literally. And so we're going to make a trek. I have our second venture. It's going to happen in 2025. And so we have a special guest. Y'all hear me talk about her in the chat all the time, Ronchina. Her name is Rasheda Ali, the good Muslim. Now, this is an excellent Muslim sister right here. She's also my best friend. Her mom was my supervisor. I mean, this is when I tell you ride or die to dizzy. All right, this is Rasheda Ali. She's an entrepreneur. She has her own business via paparazzi, which I represent. I rock paparazzi every time she comes into town, I literally like buy it off her fingers, off her ears. She like, really, Kilo? I'm like, whatever.
Yep.
And isn't she Cheryl? Cheryl has Rasheda has become one of Cheryl's favorite as well. Because Rasheda, when I tell you she down for the count, you don't get every people like Rasheda.
You don't.
And so Rasheda's going to take us on her journey of her trip in West Africa. And so if you are in the spirit, or maybe you're in the air, if you so like, I'm just kind of thinking, I might want to travel to West Africa. You've been itching to go to Africa. So after, you hear from Rasheda, we want you guys to email me at afrohairscience@gmail.com. We're looking to have 10 people travel with us to West Africa, and we'll go a little bit more into it. So, over on Instagram, what's up, Perfection? What's up, Star Camera? How you doing? It's so nice to see you over on Instagram. RG Lil Jab, what's up, nephew? I see you. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And then we got Sir Pooh. I got an attitude. What's up? I got a new attitude. I hope that's what that N stands for. So welcome everybody over on Instagram. Stick around. You guys are going to love this, especially if you're interested in traveling to West Africa to learn about Afro hair. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead on and bring in the one and only. Y'all know what y'all got to do, right? Put y'all little left hand or right hand, depending on how y'all looking at it, and your right hand together, and y'all go ahead and start clapping. And I want to bring in Miss Rasheda Ali. Here she comes. She's coming in. Where's she at? Oh, there she go, right there. There she is.
What's up?
She like, I know the routine. I know the routine. What up, BFF?
What's up, BFF? Cheryl, what's up?
What's happening?
YouTube podcast out? What's up? Instagram.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. Y'all see that's what happened when she hang around Muslims,
She's a good Muslim. I'm telling y'all now. Don't be trying to be bad around her because she would get y'all together. I am so happy. I've been trying to, Rasheda, Rasheda rocking it out with us. Usually me and Cheryl, we're like, Rasheda will travel.
Man,
Rasheda,
she's
Cheryl, tell about Rasheda right quick while I sip on my green Kool-Aid. This is my apple Kool-Aid.
Wait. The first time I met my sister, Rasheda, man, let me tell you something. You could tell she felt right at home when they came to see me in San Diego, right? She had my ass going here, there. Okay, I need this, and wait a minute, and coming to my city talking about where to eat.
We was in that airport, right? Hey, you gotta go to San Diego. They know airport is off the. They got us geeked in that airport waiting on. By the time Cheryl came to pick us, so we was like, "What's up, Essay?" we had turned Mexican.
And then of course, Kilo coined the phrase, and we were driving, and I drove them through the streets to the from the airport. She was like, "Wait a minute, y'all out here on some pimp shit."
When I saw they had,
let's go over here. Wait a minute.
Hey, they had the EBT card at the Jack in the Box.
Jack in the Box.
Anybody state takes EBT card at Jack in the Box? I just asking for a friend. I'm just asking because I was like, and then we went to a bar that it was the foxiest, wasn't it, Rasheda?
Oh yeah,
sexiest, foxiest beer bar. I was like, so you guys got to not only travel with us to Africa, but we just asked Cheryl, can we meet her up in California for her birthday? So
it was so many different kinds of beers. Who would have thought you had that many different beers?
Yeah, and they had games in there. So Theo, we might be coming back up your way if Cheryl gives us some time. A couple of shout outs. Okay, the chat is doing really good. Testifying Thursday with Tiana. Hey Tiana, so nice to see you. What's up, WeK? WeK is back with us, showing us some love. Everybody was concerned about you. I think it was your granddad or your father. So we just want to let you know we love you. We care about you by way of LB. Because LaWanda was like, where my girl at? Where my girl at? You know what I'm saying? What's up, Lena Cantrell? How you doing? Keep on, keeping on. That's what I'm talking about. And we got Theo is in the building. We got Trish the Natural. Of course, we got our sister Yate Keaton is rocking it out with us in the chat. So Sir Pooh, definitely. Oh, we got two AT aliens in the chat. There she is. Monica my BFF. There go ATL representing baby. So we are ready. VK says, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. Thank you, VK. Make sure we stay on top of that. That's our other virtual co-host there. VK keeps us in line. So today, again, it's all about elevating your Afro hair education in West Africa. So we have our two reels. We're going to use this to get us going. So let's irritate Cheryl like we always do. So Rashida, she's going to love these. All right.
Yeah.
The first one, we talked about it on Monday, which was Donald Trump, asking the girl, could he buy her hair? So I went on ahead and I turned that into a reel. If anybody's in the market of really buying an Afro, I hope you have this much money. So here we go. Really? Look at Cheryl. Oh my God. Here we go, guys. He really wants to buy an Afro. Really wanting to buy Afro hair?
Oh, I love that girl. I love that hair. I want her hair. He's a pirate. Can I buy your hair? I'll pay you millions. What were you going to tell the president? Wow. Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
I want to buy that hair. And then the baby's hair. Why they got the baby hair looking like that on the golf course? Cheryl, like, no comment. Look at Rashida. Nobody wants to say anything about that, but people found it very distasteful.
Let me ask you a question. I'm just maybe someone can answer the question in the chat.
In the chat.
You, Rashida. Why did he think that he could buy it?
Oh, that's deep. See, Sir Pooh, Cheryl always gotta go to boldly go where no man has gone before. Why does
does he
come on, Instagram? Instagram is rocking it out with us. What's up, Damon? Hey, what's up, Damon? Damon, how you doing? That's your brother-in-law, right, Rashida?
Yeah, that's my brother-in-law.
All right, tell wifey we said what's up. So she wants to know, why does number 45 thinks he can actually buy that? Wants to buy that hair.
And so, since the
here you go, there's an answer. And he thinks his money is limitless. There you go, Cheryl.
Okay, well, let me ask you a question. And if millions and millions of dollars. So, Black America, you heard it from President-elect that we should be definitely raising our prices.
If he wanted to pay $1 million for it, come on now.
No. He didn't say $1 million. He said millions and millions.
Oh, that is. He wanted to pay $1 million for it. Come on now. All right, Rashida, turn your mic down. We can hear the other one. There you go. Yeah. Wow. All right.
And you don't know whether to be insulted or to be flattered.
Here it goes. How about is that Iralita says because Black people are objectified and
commoditized.
Okay, commoditized.
Love it. Commoditized.
I couldn't say that. Y'all hear me try to perpetrate Rashida? Commoditized. Okay. Thank you, Miss Gibbs, for broadening my vocabulary. There you go. Big hand clap for Miss Eralita, because Black people are objectified and commoditized. That's a new word. Say it 10 times. All right. Wow. Okay.
He thinks Black people is a commodity. Something to be bought. Yeah. Anyway, moving right along.
All right. Here's the second one. All right. So let me scroll up here. Oh, come on, here we go, just a little bit. Okay. All right. So this one is, I put it on there. Oh, this one is a real nap. You're gonna love this one, Cheryl. All right. If you guys have little small children at home, then this one is for you. It's a real nap. Here you go, Rashida. You'll like this one. A really good nap. When your nap is about to be fire. Look at that. A bonnet for the baby in the daycare. These kids are on fleek. How many of you guys send your children to daycare with a bonnet? It's the new nap.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Wait. So my oldest granddaughter, right? She just went to Savannah today. So she took a picture. She went to Savannah. She traveled with a field trip. So, because she's in the Beta Club. But she took a picture.
Is the smartest children, by the way.
Yeah. That's them A students. But they also doing a project. And so she's doing part of the project, she's doing the journal part of the project. But anyway, she took a picture while she was in the car. Why she have on a bonnet? So we all in a group chat talking about take the bonnet off. And my daughter was like, she had a cute hat on. I don't know why she took the hat off and put the bonnet on.
I keep telling y'all about she is a good Muslim sister. Did you hear that? She said the Muslims said, now the Muslims will wear a hijab, right? But they said absolutely, positively, no bonnets. If you think children should wear the bonnets, I want you to put a yes. If you think the children should not wear bonnets, I want you to put a no. So bonnets for children, yay or nay? Sure. All right, come on, y'all. Which one? How many people say yes? How many people say no? Bonnets for the children. Is that a yes or is that a no? What's up, son of a queen, social butterfly, rocking out with us over on Instagram. How you guys doing? Again, we are 65 episodes in. Tonight, it is all about elevating your Afro hair education in West Africa. We have the one and only, the entrepreneur extraordinaire, the queen of paparazzi. That's right, the queen of bling, Rasheda Ali, and a travel enthusiast. So here we go. So we have, yes, Ms. Gibbs say, hey, let the babies wear the bonnets. Live, work, clean says no. Let's see. LB says, I wouldn't wear either. So okay, so it's kind of like, okay,
but
it's 50-50.
How old is she?
How old is your grandbaby, Rasheda?
Oh, 12.
She's 12.
7th grade.
7th grade.
Okay, so she had at least a 5-hour drive?
4 hours. 4 hours.
Well, see, where that's the point, Tiana.
So I can see them wearing it while they're traveling.
Well,
because you don't want to mess up your hair.
Well, see, she made that distinction. She made that distinction. She made the distinction that I haven't arrived yet. So therefore, she separated from her house to the bus. She understood that. Okay, and so she said, while I am riding, I got to put my hair up because I have not arrived at my destination yet. And she was going to pull it up. Go ahead, 12-year-old. She made all that distinction.
See,
yep. You're going to have different.
Okay, she says, wait a minute. As Iralita says, there's a caveat. She says that you can cover it up to reduce some breakage, but don't you come out in Walmart. So it's a consensus, okay? If you got to get from point A to point B, we got you, but you cannot be walking around in public. So we are the aunties that says, know your lane when it comes to those bonnets, okay? So
her preparation trip was not complete. She had not arrived yet.
Son of a queen said, no, she's not going for it either. Yeah, so all right, to each his own, but we're a little bit like, not, come on, I'm gonna go with son of the queen over on Instagram. Nah, I'm not with it. What's up? My big brother Maurice is in the chat. Y'all give my big brother super duper shout out. All right, okay, so this one, I put this one. I made this last one just for Sir Pooh and for Theo. Okay, Theo. I had a not that you're in the chat, but I really did this for Sir Pooh. Yate, I know you would appreciate. This is a bonus clip. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Stop doing this.
Stop doing that. We're gonna stop doing that. Okay, stop doing that. Stop lifting up y'all's head like that. Stop doing that.
It's trending on TikTok, and I agree. Okay, we have a few customers in the chat. Before we hop into this topic, Cheryl and I'm gonna put you in the middle. I'm gonna just make it seem like you said it. Okay, Cheryl, Miss Pooh, Yate, and Theo. We would like to know, why do y'all lift your head in the bowl? What is that all about? It's like the water's gonna go. And I just kind of like gently, like, you're supposed to relax at the bowl. Sure, you remember that when you were working the look at Cheryl said, don't make me say nothing. It's trending, and it should be trending. Please, everybody.
Trying to help.
Tiana, I forgot. She says, say it louder. No. Yate says, stop it. Just stop it. Okay. Yeah. So could y'all please keep your
Don't help us out. Don't help us out. We don't need you to help us out. Please, just relax. I'm like Monique, relax your shoulders, relax all your muscles, just relax.
Relax. All right, relax, and let us shampoo your hair. We're going to get into the topic. I'm going to set the tone by starting off with our trip to West Africa. I hope I got them in order. I think this is the one. Here we go. Our trip to West Africa and the Gambia. In America, we have been given a very... Oh, sorry, guys. I did that wrong. Here we go. Our trip to West Africa and the Gambia. In America, we have been given a very, very different narrative about Africa.
So good.
This is not the Africa that we were taught about. Nope. Instead, we were definitely taught about this Africa. And for sure, that's Africa. But never the Bonjour Africa where the Gay and Joel Skills Academy is located. We were never taught about the desire and power of reconnection through education, culture, and entrepreneurialism. We wasn't even taught about the griots. We hope you will join us on the Smiling Coast in Bonjour, Gambia in October of 2025. For this is where our culture reconnects and exchanges. All right. So I cried the whole time in Africa. I did. Because we just Rashida, so before you go first, I'm gonna have Cheryl, because Cheryl, you went there as well, correct?
Dakar.
You said Dakar. Okay, she went to Dakar. We went to Banjul, but I got tearful because I don't know. Did you have that same experience? I know Ta-Nehisi Coates talks about it in his book, The Message, which, by the way, shameless plug. Please go get y'all a copy. But he talked about it too. And Rashida, I want to hear your thoughts about returning to Africa or visiting Africa. The reality when you got there compared to what we were taught or not taught about Africa. What was your, because it was just very emotionally overwhelming for me.
I just remember one of, because you have these hallmark moments, right? And I remember because they let us off on the tarmac. We didn't go into a terminal, right? The plane stopped on the tarmac. That's exactly where, you got off. Just like Air Force One, you get off on the tarmac. I have to say, when I heard the voice, and I remember when my feet at the last stair of getting off the plane, and I heard this voice said, "Welcome home." Man, you cry all the time because it's a void that you did not know was there. You know historically and heritage because you're Black American, but you don't know that void is so deep. So when it gets filled, the only thing you can react to is this real not here. And you just get so filled, and you're like, it's sometimes you just get quiet. I remember I was quiet the whole ride to the hotel because it's a void that's filled that you don't get in America. You don't get anywhere when you travel. It's just really so fulfilling and overwhelming if you're not really aware of it.
Yeah. Okay. It's definitely overwhelming. Rasheda, can you share with us your experience when you sure it is. Now, I'm a firm believer. I love books and I definitely love, social media platforms, but it's nothing like experiencing it for yourself. So, and something does happen as you that plane is going down and you're about to come off of that airplane. I mean, so Rasheda, share your experience, that moment, as Cheryl is talking about coming down those stairs and you're about to touch the ground.
Man, I was just enthused. I was overwhelmed a little bit too, because it was just wow, I'm at Africa. I'm really here. It's something that I've wanted to do, and then it was other ways I was I don't know, because what you hear about, what you read about, you be if I go over there, I'm gonna want to fight somebody because what you done heard and what that it did to us, right? But it's just a whole different feeling. When I say the tears, they just come just because, it's just automatic. They just.
So you cried? You cried?
I did. The welcoming.
I did. Oh my God.
So
yeah. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna show you guys now. Our trip, we're going to go a little bit more into the cost. We're going to talk about all of that. But what I'm going to do, because Cheryl's dad had a very similar welcoming, so I'm just going to show a snippet of now that I didn't know this was going to happen, right? So this is how the welcome home to Africa happened for me. So let me just share my screen right quick. I'm just going to show a quick little snippet of it. And Rasheda, this would justify or explain why Rasheda said she just cried. So let me just get this going here. All right.
Yeah.
Asalaamaaleykum, maa ngi tudd Mbaye Gueye, maa ngi jóge Sénégal ñëw ci tertu bi nga xamante ne nii moom la ñu war a tertu Ladosha Wright mi ngi jóge ba États-Unis ñëw fii ci Gambia mu doon collaboration boo xamante ne nii ñaari école coiffure la lii mooy wane ni am na échange culturel entre Afrique ak États-Unis tey jii ñoom ñi ngi jóge États-Unis di ñëw fii ci Gambia ñu war leen a recevoir sargal leen teral leen ñu ngi leen di souhaiter aussi la bienvenue.
So viewers, this is Fatou Mane speaking. Today is a very glorious day for everybody, especially the students of Genjoro Skills Academy and Ladosha Wright and a cosmetology specialist in America. The visit today, looking forward to particularly those.
I think it's buffering. Is it showing on your end? Up? Did we lose her?
Probably, I think so. Yeah, she'll be back in a minute.
And describe what we're saying. you guys were walking through out of the airport, and
they were they were walking out of the airport. They was welcoming us. So I mean, they had the whole big. Oh man, they had the big flyer, the everything, and
chanting,
and singing, chanting. Oh, and then they threw in Ladosha's name and her and all her delegates and everything. It was just like wow. It was amazing. Like in this man. The best welcoming ever. Oh my God, it was just the greatest. And the poster, Ladosha couldn't believe they had her picture on this poster.
It was like everywhere we went, it was like, I'm like, but y'all please just let the poster go. Now that's it was very overwhelming. And to Cheryl, to your point, your dad had that similar welcome. And we just want you guys to know that when we talk about elevating your hair, your Afro hair education and coming to Africa, the welcoming along is enough to just let you know that. I think the thing that stuck out the most to me was how I thought we were so divided, because like Rashida said, people were saying stuff like Africans don't like Black people and they're going to try to, take your money, and the men are going to want you to, stay, and just all this stuff like they're mean people. Was any of that true for you, Cheryl? Did you get the feel that Africans had some type of animosity towards you as an American?
They were the most gracious, grateful experience of people that I have in my life experience, and that is one of the things that we've got to stop being lazy. Because there's people travel all over the world. Make the trek. It's a trek. Yeah, it is. It's not going down the street, but at the end of the day, it's the same distance as going from here going to New York. It's the same basically difference. You don't really realize from the East Coast how close the continent actually is. I think it's only 7.5, 8 hours. It's not. It's not far at all. And so, and then to get where you're going, I'm sure it's extra time, but it's quite an experience.
I think the only thing that I found very interesting was that they called us white people. I was like, no, I don't want to be white. And then I didn't quite have my African moves, we line dance here, whatever. They like, no, they gets down in Africa. Okay? Yeah. So if you can't get your Watusi on, and you don't really want to go over to Africa with your, with your 1-2 step, because baby, let me tell you something. You think our twerking is bad. Ooh, child,
right.
Honey.
And you say about them calling us the white people, like, let me tell you how I really got scared. So, we over there like we tourists, right? So Dosha's like, make sure you get pictures, this and that. I'm taking pictures. We driving.
Oh yeah.
Boy, we almost went to jail.
Because they don't play that. You can't take pictures of their military. You're not allowed. You can't, like, how in America you can, like, chummy up with the police officers and the fire department. No, you can't do that now. You ain't you're not wearing no army fatigue with your fatigue pants. Nah, baby, you can't do that. So we had but they forgot to tell us. And so we were definitely told, like, you cannot be taking pictures. And so we had to learn, like Cheryl said, the operative word is westernized. And so it's just, it's all in learning. But I can assure you that the myths that you hear about Africans don't like African Americans and all this stuff, please, guys, don't believe that. We're going to give you Rashida. We're going to take this interview a little bit more into details and give you some reasons about why you should join us on our Textures Intercultural Exchange trip to West Africa and Banjul, the Gambia. So here is Rashida's introduction to her trip, and we're going to tell you what it was all about. So here we go, Rashida. Here we go.
Hello, everyone. My name is Rasheda Ali. I am a businesswoman, and as you see in this video clip, I love traveling and giving back.
All right. So you love traveling and giving back. In your trip to the Gambia, what would you say your giving back moment was for you? This is when you realized, I'm really giving back. I'm really here. We're going to talk about why giving back, particularly in the Gambia, is really important, and why Cheryl's going to go with us, why Sheeta's going to be with us, Kofi Pie-Side, Yolanda. So we have a few people, but we need 10 people, okay, to go with us on this trip. So Rashida, share with us the moment that you realized that giving back was really important for you.
So, I know, I do. So I am an entrepreneur selling paparazzi jewelry, right? So my thing with giving back is that just to watch them actually make jewelry. Making is I mean, hands down, up there, yeah. The waist beads, everything, and just how they do it so rapidly, but it's so thorough. And it's beautiful. And it's just like it's hard. It's just like, dang. And they be up at the crack of dawn.
Can you hear that rooster? that rooster was waking us up. Now they make a lot in the morning. We're not talking about the Muslim prayers. That dang on rooster.
Man. So it was like we
So giving back for you was that moment where you saw them giving to you their dignity, their dedication, their commitment, their work ethics. That was a moment for you. Cheryl, when you guys went to Africa, you had some business ventures and also some deeds of philanthropy. But share with because we have, professionals who are watching, why this trip on giving back and exchange. And we're talking about Texas Intercultural Exchange 2025. Why is it important for cosmetologists and barbers? We're also inviting seamstress or tailor people who do tailoring, event planners, and they have a catering program. So why is it important that they should also give back in this part of their careers and travel with us to Africa?
In this country, it's about price. It's about your income. It's about the bag. It's about expansion, and all that good stuff. But once you go overseas and you cross the ocean and you go to the motherland, regardless of if it's, Ivory Coast or Senegal or the Gambia, it does something to, I guess, the part of where the passion and your skill meets, right? And sometimes that gets a little stale and you don't really quite know what the next step is or what's the next thing for you. You really see that like in an out-of-body experience, right? And you really get to see how blessed and how fortunate you are as being a African descending person in the Western world. And in my whole thing in terms of giving back is always, while I was there, figuring out how can I be Black in a way that allowed for me to be filled and for me to somehow, I just got to do better. And I got to really, I got to make sure that what I'm experiencing in Black America, make sure that I can give a piece of that back to them. And realize and not be so arrogant in my westernized thinking that we're so connected and we're so gifted and no, you are looking literally in the face manufacturing right before your eyes, and it's not corporatized. It's not in this whole big, no, it's in a little tiny room with people putting together their resources, and they're interconnected. They are literally interconnected, and it's just amazing. And you're sitting there, how can I advantage them as a Black Western woman?
Mm-hmm. Rashida, yeah. And Rashida, can you speak to our experience or your experience as well with them wanting to work with us?
Yeah.
Talk about that, how the students were also, to Cheryl's point, when she talked about how we kind of take for granted the things that we have here in America. So in you explaining them wanting to work with us, can you share with them? I'm going to show the picture of their eagerness to learn and sitting on each other's laps and so on and so forth. Can you talk about that? I'm going to show this picture right quick, guys. Here you go. Okay, Rashida, go ahead. Take it away.
Oh man. So the classrooms was just like, I mean, it was just out of this world. Like the students were so engaged in learning the right techniques and everything. And they learned it so well. Like every time Ladosha said something, the right tools, the right technique, the right tools. So they was like, they picked up just like that. And the room was just crowded. They were literally sitting on each other's laps.
Talk about this picture here. Talk about this picture, what you remember about with the flash. Yeah.
When they was really into coloring and wanting to perfect it. And so they really were amazed, and they loved the fact of how to color their hair. Like, I mean, and it was calming for me. Like most people would be nervous because somebody else doing it. Like, wait a minute, hold on. But no, it was nothing. I was calm. I was patient, and everything.
And tell them why she has that flashlight on her phone.
Oh, so the lights went out, y'all. The lights went out, and so we like, oh, what? Oh, they was like, everybody whipped out their phones and put their lights on. Like, keep going.
And that aha moment for me. Now, I'm not trying to put all my business out here, nothing against my mom and my daddy did the best they can. But in reality, I grew up. I know what it's like to have your lights turned off, living in a house, and my lights, my water, and my gas. I'm that chick. I grew up. That was my experience. And so I know what I need to do, but when I grew up, you feel embarrassed about having, you don't have enough money. Your lights are turned off. You're embarrassed when your water gets turned off. You feel like your parents somehow failed you, not realizing maybe they just really did not. It wasn't that our parents didn't necessarily prepare for us, but it's 1,000 reasons why our parents could not always pay those bills. But I'll tell you what, when those lights went out and those kids kept working, I was able to do it too, because I knew that experience. And it was that moment that everything that my mother ever taught me about self-reliance and having pride in the midst of adversity, it all kind of clicked, because this wasn't the lights was out because they didn't pay the bills. No. What do they call? Sure, they call rolling blackouts. Is that what happens? Yeah.
And then fluctuation in the electrical current as it's distributed around the community.
Right, because what people don't know is that in that slave trade, there were some agreements that took place, like they have to buy their electricity. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like what we think it is. There's so much more that's going on. We all heard stories about Haiti having to pay France, so much money for their independence. So there's a lot of things that's working behind the scenes that we as everyday citizens, we don't know everything about why things are a certain way. But like Cheryl just told you, they do have these rolling blackouts, but these students rose to the occasion, and they were like Rashida said, keep teaching. I was like, okay. When I tell you it was hot, no air conditioning. This trip, if you want to go on this trip with us, it is a true humanitarian endeavor. So this ain't the pretty. You're not going to the malls. You're going to roll up your sleeves, and we are going to exchange some serious information. So we're going to go to your second video, and we're going to talk about the cost. And Cheryl is going to share with you guys why it's worth the investment. So we're going to talk about the cost and what it takes to go over to Africa. So here is Rashida's second video that says, join us. Here we go, Rashida.
Hello, everyone. I'm back. This is Rasheda Ali, and I am inviting all lovers of African food and cultures to the Textures Intercultural Exchange 2025. This is my second trip to Banjul, Gambia.
All right. Rasheda. So, so let's start off about the actual trip. The moment you left Africa, so share with us your journey. What did you have to do? How did you have to prepare from your shots? Like, take them through your visa, the whole 9 yards. Just break that down a little bit.
Man, so of course your passport. You gotta get your passport. You gotta make sure your visa. You gotta send out. I was kind of skeptical on shit, and I was like, I gotta send my passport somewhere else out of town. Like, oh my gosh! But you said you gotta send your passport so that they can send your visa back inside of it, and you gotta get the shot. Which shot was that? Was that the malaria?
Cheryl, is that the malaria?
Yeah, it is malaria.
Okay,
malaria shot. And then they give you these pills that you're supposed to take. Supposed to take them for the 10 days that you're there, the whole trip that you're there, right? So me and Dosha forgot.
Oh my, we wasn't the only ones. Now we don't recommend this, guys. Don't do this, but honestly,
right. And then, and then of course they say you're not supposed to drink the water out the faucet. You make sure you drink bottled waters. But we didn't really worry. We brushed our teeth and everything, but we didn't swallow it. But we drank plenty water. When I say that's all you want is water, that's all you want.
No ice, by the way. No ice. They have no ice. No ice. No concept of fast food. We were like, y'all don't have no McDonald's or Burger King. They were like, and that, we gotta tell you another thing. They were like, you guys are awfully big. What are they feeding y'all over there? We were big. They are not, you watch all these videos about big women in Africa. I wouldn't necessarily fall for that one. But anywho, what about your flight? Share with them your flight, and then we're going to talk about the cost. Drop your questions in the chat. So go ahead, Rashida, talk about that.
It's a long flight. So be ready for the, longevity and, the legs getting a little, tensed up, cramped every now and then. But, it's a long flight. Because it's a long flight, they do allow you to get up at certain times and you can stretch out. You can go walk to the back, stretch out this and that. I know we stopped in, was it Belgium?
Yeah, Belgium.
Yeah, we stopped in Belgium. And now, so I was by myself. I was supposed to travel with Ladosha now, but my flight just didn't make it. So I had to go. So I ended up going by myself. But when I got to Belgium, it was not the best welcome at all. Not.
Girl, where did you guys lay over at?
It was so prejudiced.
We flew straight in.
Oh, they flew straight in. Okay.
Because
they were okay. All right. So we had a layover.
What airline did you fly?
That was it Emirates, I think. Was that?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Emirates.
I think so. Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah.
I think it was Emirates. But I think we started off on Delta. But we
went to DC. Yeah.
Yeah. So we left from DC. So we got some questions, and so we're gonna and then Cheryl's gonna give you guys some reasons of why you should travel. So here's the question. So the cost in total. Now this was in 2019. Now we don't have it all quite exactly, etched in stone because these flights, these traveling arrangements, they do change according to when you start the payment on your tickets. But here is our flyer here. So the price says to be announced, but I would say overall you're going to be somewhere in the $3,000 because to get there is a couple of thousands. And then we split the cost of the Airbnb, which was off the Richter scale. We was living like high post, like queens and kings. It was absolutely beautiful. So that was that.
The food, the meals. We couldn't
even eat all the food. The food was okay. So let me tell y'all this. They said, what are your accommodate? Like, what food did you guys want? We said, well, we're not going to come to the Gambia and want to eat like pizza and hamburgers, right? So I said, I'll eat anything except goat, right? Anything except goat. So we're sitting and we're smashing food, and oh, this is so good. What is it? And they was like, oh, that's goat. So all of the food is really good. So we have a question about, let me come back through. You need one shot was the question that you asked. The pills are for malaria. Is that correct, Cheryl? Is that what the pills are for?
I thought the shot was. I took a shot. I don't know what the pills were for.
Yeah, we'll find out.
I didn't take a pill. I didn't take
yellow fever. Thank you. We were just taking the stuff, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so you will need the shot. They will give you pills to take. Let's see the shot. How much was that shot? About now, your insurance will not pay for the shot. I'm just gonna tell y'all guys off the rip. Everybody got the best insurance, but
was it 100?
Like 150,
something like $100, $150. Yeah, something like that.
So the shot is about 150. You can go to like CVS or Walgreens, and they'll give you the shot, and they'll give you the pills too. So when you get it, it comes like as a package, okay? And you'll have to have proof that you have the shot. So you'll bring that with you. Fatu will do all of the visa. So when we get there, she had it. Oh man, I'm telling you. It was just super organized. I mean, we had our own line. We had, everything, the embassy, everybody. Oh, it was just off the Richter scale. So Fatu's going to have all of that. But just make sure that you have that. We got Juju is in the chat. There she is. She's going to be rocking out, traveling with us over to Africa. She and Kofi Pie Side. The arrangements will go to a room. And it's a big old mansion, and it had a pool. We're going to see if we can get that house again. It was absolutely phenomenal. They provide the bottled water, so the water is bottled and it's really, really good. But like we said, no ice. Of course, they not do the ice. I did not
over there. You didn't even really want the ice. You really didn't. You just wanted the water.
I don't eat a lot of. I don't.
Yeah, so
ice here, so yeah.
Yeah, my only culture shock was the driving. Okay, the driving. Can you talk about? Cheryl, is it Aiken to driving in what's that place in Jamaica? Negril. Woo-hoo! If you've ever driven from the airport in Kingston to Negril, baby, Africa makes that look like.
Yeah. And I don't know. I didn't experience that, but I ain't driving no Kingston.
Yeah. Well, we drove from Kingston to Negril, and baby, it's white knuckles. I mean, so it's the same thing. I would say this: if you can do Jamaica, you can do the Gambia, because it's about the same. Anything else, Rashida, that stuck out to you about the trip to Africa?
You know, I like what you said about that Jamaica, because since I went to the Gambia and experienced that drive, when I went to Montego earlier this year and I was driving through to the grill, I'm like, everybody was like, ooh, this drive is so rough. I was just sitting back like, y'all, this ain't nothing.
Yeah.
You ain't seen a rough drive till you've been to
we traveled, and Fatu, what she does, how the trip goes, you have 10 days of it is very high intensity. Now, this is not a trip where you're going to sleep in and, no, I'm talking about from sun up to sundown. Fatu is going to have us working. We traveled to 3 regions. We went to Janjanbureh, and we went to Farafeni. And so these are 3 different parts. Now, when we go this time, we're going to go to Kofi. Kotu, because this is where the school is located. This is another part. And this is this is the new Gay and Girl Skills Academy. So we will definitely travel there. We also travel to the island of Janjanbureh, which is where Kunta Kinte came from. Rashida, talk about the trip to Janjanbureh. I think we got an arrival on that one too on YouTube. Talk about that trip to Janjanbureh when we got there.
So I know. So you get a ride to a boat. The whole van gets on the boat.
Yeah.
And goes over across, and you know, I'm probably gonna get some stuff confused and backed up.
That's okay. That's okay. It's been a long time. It's okay. It's okay.
So, I know one when we went and actually got on. Was that in January when we got on the boat and went over and saw where the slave?
Yeah.
Yeah, where a slave.
So you caught the boat over to Kunta Kinte Island.
Over to Kunta Kinte Island. So now that right there, we was excited to go, and I was excited, super excited. The boat ride was nice, this and that. But it's like as soon as you get over there and you just see everything, and it's just like talk about teardrops. Yeah.
Yeah, I could not do the slave. It was too much. Did you do the slave? Did you do the slave dungeon, Cheryl, while you were there?
I did go to Goree Island.
You did.
But we had a situation in I think it was the House of Slaves. Yeah. On Goree Island, which was Goree Island is a little city. They have a mayor. But once you go into the House of Slaves and where they had the of the separation, and Madam Luana Hood took us, but we had Shabba Ranks in our little contingent, and he was uncontrollably emotional.
That was me. I'm not. Rashida would tell you I lost it. I couldn't even get on the boat. That first one, it's too much. It was just too much. It's one thing to watch it on TV, guys. I'm telling you, this is I understand.
Yeah, and right. And no, he was completely. And then we had some French, and they were like trying to get in front of the line and push their way up to the front because it was a whole program, and we had singing and we had prayer. I mean, it was a whole program, right? And then that's when the mayor gave my dad the slave shackles off the wall, and going to the door of no return and just standing in it. And the thing is that it's, and then of course, the black.
He said his brother. Hello, Belu. He says his brother works on that island and he gives the tours. Now I'm going to show you. Can you stay with us? I do have a clip of us on. This is the island of Jamboree. You guys can Google this and see it. But so here is a video. I'm going to show this one where his brother works on this island. So let's see if I can not mess this one up. Okay, let's try it again. Here we go. All right, so as y'all can see, Kilolo definitely.
What was you
doing?
Tell
him, Rashida. I don't know, but it was the spirit was in me, guys. I was in there, and so again,
you ain't think you knew moves like that.
Yeah, y'all get your Saba. Y'all get your Saba moves on this time. Don't be
Cheryl said, all of this. And like Cheryl said, all of that, believe it or not, that is ceremonial. They are not there to like entertain us, okay? Like he said, his brother does the tours. The tours, here's the thing, here's what we learn. You know how we play games like hide and go seek, you know, stuff like that, and you know, a goose sticker and all this, that, and the third. They shared with us that from the now Rashida went to the Kunta Kinte Island. I didn't go, but there's a tree there. I couldn't. It was just too emotional.
She couldn't do it.
I was just too emotional. And so on this tree is telling you the story that what these slave captives would do is that they would tell the slave people from the island of Kunta Kinte that if you swam and you touched this tree, you know, that you would be free. But what would happen is when they touched the tree, they would capture them.
Yeah.
And it just makes you think about the things that we do that, you know, so I don't like hide go seek. No, you know, so I'm not just for me, you know. So it's just a lot of things there that just the comb making. Oh my, Cheryl, talk about the combs that they make over there when Rashida shared with you guys about the craftsmanship. I mean, this was the best part of the trip to me was going to Jan Beret. It was just absolutely it was the food, it was just unbelievable.
Yeah. You know, just the tradition of how the African pit comb just how it got to, you know, America, right? And how in thinking about, because I was talking to my manufacturer even today, it's not just the commodity, it's not just the thing, it's the art of the carving, it's the connection to the wood, it's just the connection to the principle. And the art form is that we have this time the opportunity to bring not just the pig. That's not the point. The point is the art and the craftsmanship. And just like the event planning, and just like the culinary, and just like the sewing and tailoring, and the beauty curriculum, this is our inheritance. And we're just this interconnectedness, like you said, interculturalness that we have to, you know, and as companies here in America are getting rid of DEI, and they are quite committed to dealing with multiculturalism, we have an opportunity to go and to reconnect our multiculturalism with them, and never mind what the rest of America is doing, and let them do that. You know, and just the craftsmen, watch them, the tools of the trade, the blades, and how they have such control and intention with their craftsmanship is incredible.
Right, because one of the things that Rashida and I remember, like if you a thing that just kind of stuck out. So say if like Rashida has that necklace on, right, and you would say, "Oh, that's a nice necklace," and they would just take it and they would just give it to you, you know. And we were like, "Oh my, like no, I want you to have it." We're like, "Oh, what's the compliment?" No, I want you to have it. And so they were just really so giving, and like Cheryl said, it wasn't about the money, was it, Rashida? They really wasn't. They wasn't about the bag. Don't get it twisted. Now they know we got to work. We got to right. No, they want to pay their bills. Now I ain't trying to, you know, they ain't. But what was your thoughts, Rashida, about?
They very definitely very giving. And then you just felt like royalty. They really treated you with royalty, like, you know. No, you're the queen, you know, you're the king. They treated you with, and it was just, and much respect, very a lot of respect, you know.
Assassin, some of the stuff we see here, that gentle parenting, You're not gonna do that in the Gambia. They just don't have that kind of stuff over there. A lot of respect for the elders. It's just, I mean, you could feel the familial things that we do here in America, the food, the way that we eat, the way that we talk, all the stuff that we just kind of, take for granted. It will all make sense, once you get there. Yes, Real Roots, you will need to bring a converter for your electronics. But you have cable where you can watch, American stuff if you're just into that, though we didn't really have much time for any of that. But they do have,
it was just too much other stuff to do besides.
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff to do, but yes. So if you wanna, your phones do work over there. You do have to pay for the international plan, but everybody's phone worked except Verizon. So if you have Verizon, don't go to the Gambia. Okay, it doesn't work. So switch over to what's the one that you guys have? T-Mobile. Yeah, so switch over to T-Mobile and you're going to be a heck of a lot better off. Last but not least is that we do have the library is over there in the Gambia as well. So you'll get a chance to see. This is a small classroom. It's very small. And it's what you see is what you get. So big ups, a couple of shout outs to the people, the Black Dot Cultural Center in Atlanta. Oh my God, this man was absolutely wonderful. Druid Heights Community Center, the YWCA, RDT Hair Salon, and of course, first and foremost, is the Cleveland Public Library. Also, Dr. Lathalis Gargans is responsible for the art. Some of the art that you see, on the walls, they had pictures of me everywhere. I was like, "Would y'all take that stuff down?" The computers were donated by customers, which they'll need computers. So we're going to be asking for donations to outfit the library with some new stuff. And then, of course, to my son, CJ, responsible for all of the graphics that you see there. So the Wright Library is definitely on point. Here's another image with all of us. So these were all the delegates, and Fatu arranged all of this, the tour bus. So all that is, and that's why your cost, it includes, the tour bus, your stay, your food, so that's why your ticket is not, just $2,000. So we have to pay for all of this. And then we want to donate to the school as well. And then here is one last clip before we wrap this up. Here we go, guys.
That poster that y'all saw, that's what was on the car. They put that on the car that we was riding.
Oh, yeah.
So everybody can see.
Yeah, I was like, take that thing down. I mean, it's just I was like, "Well, try to cut that out." Yeah, they put that thing everywhere. It was all, oh man. I was like, my thing is, how did they plan it? I have no idea. But that was Fatu. She's the amazing one. All right, so here we go. Join us in the Gambia. Here we go.
Life is this. I like this.
Hello, beauty and barber pros, culinary tailoring and event planning professionals. The Textures Intercultural Exchange 2025 invites you to join us on our second educational venture to West Africa and Banjul, Gambia in October of 2025. Email me, Ladosha Wright, serious inquiries at afrohairscience@gmail.com. All right. Cheryl, like, okay, Key Lola, I was trying,
Hey, I like
Juju and Kofi helped me with that. Thank you, Juju and Kofi. They helped me kind of put that together there. So this is what the trip is all about. Do you have to do currency exchange? You can, but you don't have to. They like American money.
Yeah, they do.
The money goes far. I think $1 US is almost 100. Or maybe like 75 of their dollars. So your money goes very far. Oh, I did. Speaking of, I have a rock that I brought back from the island of Janjambure. So everybody wants to bring a piece of Mama Africa home. Also, they make your clothes like no other, baby. Come on, Cheryl, tell them about it. Here's some. Let me tell you something. We had to get our clothes. We got our clothes made. We had. We had gear like jackets, all kinds of stuff made. We went there the day before we left that afternoon, right, Rashida?
Yes.
Are you guys listening to what I'm saying? That afternoon, that morning before we left, they had everybody's clothes sold,
Don't let
ready,
them
locked and loaded.
Right. Don't let them tell you that Europe is the best tailors and seamstress.
Please don't.
Don't let them do that. Don't make that mistake. We were the first to wear clothes ever on the planet.
Don't give it all to Versace. Not knocking Gucci in there, but
whatever.
You ain't had no gear till you had some gear made for Mama Africa. VK is in the chat, man. Please take a moment out to do this right here. Cheryl's going to show you what you need to do. Check it out. Here we go, guys.
Pump me on, pump me on.
So there you have it. Some reasons why you should join us. Email me, Ladosha at afrohairscience@gmail.com. We did pay for this in installments, by the way. So we did not pay for this out of our pocket all at once. So we are looking into a travel agent so that we can pay on this. Go ahead, Rashida. You had a question?
You see it on Instagram. I don't know if you see it, but Brenda, she wants to put the flyer back up. She was trying to screenshot.
All right. Thank you so very much. What's up, cousin? She like, you supposed to call me. You know I got business. I'm gonna call you when I get off. Okay. So here we go. So here's the flyer. And this is our second venture to the Gambia. Now, again, we are inviting barber and beauty pros, also culinary and tailoring professionals, as well as event planners. So if this is your lane and you want to learn from them, and they, of course, are going to learn from you. I mean, you literally, like when we go into the classes, into the workspaces and places, even like visiting the museums, they want to know, like, how can we promote the museum? And then you tell them right there on the spot. And how can we do business with you when you leave here? You know, I mean, like all kinds of stuff. Like they're not playing over there, okay? They're not messing around. So when we say you are going to exchange, it is literally an exchange. Like Rashida said, she sells paparazzi, and they was like, "Nah, baby, you ain't saying no jewelry till you say some African making jewelry." So Rashida was coming out selling some African jewelry. So this is how they work. They got work ethics, like
I never forget, right? So we were getting ready to go to the island, Goree Island, right? And everybody was on the boat except me because I bought 100%, and we're not talking about American silver or even European silver. African silver is different. It doesn't tarnish the same way. Anyway, but I was running and I got stopped and I saw this silver, 100% silver comb. And I was just getting my money together and my money together. And that baby, he was a young boy, was selling it too. And he was running with me with the boat. And I just threw him the money and took I mean, let me tell you something. They so relentless with it. Entrepreneurship. Wait a minute. My father told them, he said, "Look, I ain't got no more money. Can y'all please?" I ain't got no money. My father just walked out the hotel room with his pockets on the outside. He was just I am not literally, because you can't. They are business people. They are quite business minded. No doubt about it.
Yeah, no doubt. And so, sure, we also have a question. Do we have a travel agent? No, we do not. We are Juju and I. It says Julanda, but we call her Juju. We are speaking with some people now. She talks about getting her hair braided in the motherland. Rashida, they slayed Rashida's hair in the motherland. Oh, baby, let me tell you something.
And it's done. It's not no pulling, no, pulling your ends, breaking. No, none of that. And you would think that it wouldn't be tight, but that mug is tight. It's tight, but it's really nice. You don't have a big headache when you get it done.
No big headaches. I will say this now. In America, we think like cornrow braiding, fishtail braiding. We act like them the braids. They have 5 stages of braiding.
Stages. Not different kinds. Stages.
stages.
Come on now.
Mop braiding is enough. Fatu blew us back with mop braiding. But I did get it. But
you did?
I did. I got it. I got the mop braiding. I know I got to get it better. I'm gonna get it better. But I'm telling you, if braiding is your thing and you're this natural hairstylist and you just I just got it. Baby.
I didn't even try. It was. I mean, no. You had to. That was like playing the damn piano.
Oh, it's just
it's that much hand coordination.
5 stages. Mop, 2-strand. Traces, we call them cornrow. They call them traces because they speak French. I think the average person speaks like 3 languages, like
mother tongue. French.
Yeah. And then Wolof or Mandingo. Okay. And they got the 4/4, and then they got the Sassoon, and and they got the tribal stuff. You know what I'm saying? So get ready. If this is your thing, we roughly shelled out about $500 every month for 9 months. It's pretty much what we kind of shelled out, so it was worth it. And so she said you just want box braids. So this is the bomb. Locks is not their thing, so don't go over there thinking you're going to do some locks. They're learning locks from us, so if you want to share with them some lock knowledge, this is the tip for you. So locks is not their thing. They were just perplexed. The thing that perplexed them the most was, why do we use shea butter in hair? Remember I asked Ibrahim, he was like, no, not put that in your hair. So they were like, why are y'all putting shea butter on everything that it doesn't belong on? So there you have it. Email me at ladoshaw email me at afrohairscience@gmail.com if you are interested. We're looking for 10 people, 10 dedicated people, 10 wonderful days to come and exchange your information, and then we learn from them. It's uberly organized. Here's some things. Now, if you can't go up steps and stuff, you don't probably want to make this trip, because they have elevators and
Get your ass right now. I'm telling you, get that ass in the gym right now.
And ain't nobody gonna come with their heels either.
They ain't wearing no heels. They don't leave
comfortable tennis shoes.
And leave your high heels at home. Oh, the other thing too is be prepared to give away all your clothes, because remember we want to exchange. So we gave them all of our stuff. Yeah. So we packed our stuff with African stuff, and then they kept all of the American Western. Right, so that's just part of the exchange. They want your clothes. I gave them my tennis shoes, my purses. I took nothing back. I mean, me and Rashida, we were just giving them all the stuff. So this is a wonderful trip. If this is your thing, we promise you will not regret making this trip with us. Cheryl, can you close us out? You said put the jewelry back up. Okay, King of Lock says he's interested. Miss Baba, how you doing? Let me put the jewelry back up because they want to see some of the jewelry. Now I have some earrings on. Now different. They gift you, they gifted me. Oh my God, with so much wonderful stuff. They'll just come up to you. I made this for you. So these are waist beads. And some of them are on us. Now, the different tribes, they do things differently. So Cheryl always talks about Africa not being a monolith. So please don't go over there thinking that, one.
Don't do that.
But they don't do things the same. So they make the Krobo. These are actually out of Ghana, but they do sell them in the Gambia. They ain't cheap, so don't be going over there trying to get ripped off, rip folks off. No two things are alike. Would you say that, Cheryl?
Not at all.
Well, yeah. They're just as creative as we are, or even more.
Yeah, so notice these waist beads. You see these? They have butterflies, and everything is like symbolism. It always has a meaning. They don't just be making stuff.
Don't waist beads it's a woman thing.
Yeah,
Only females give waist beads to other women. Yeah.
Right, and they're more for the partner. Like we are talking about some losing weight, and now remember, we're not. This is not a monolith. This is in the Gambia, so don't go to Ethiopia, don't go to South Africa. But in the Gambia, the waist beads are for the partner. So the partner is to tug on the waist beads for a little love making. Okay, so the beads have a different meaning in different cultures. Okay, so but you can wear them, but that is what they are for in that. So they're not about, if you lose weight. I've heard type of stuff that you wear them for your own reasons, but that is not what that is for. Okay. Thank you, Juju, for helping me out with that. Yes, it is not a monolith. Okay, so Cheryl is going to wrap us up with some wonderful reasons of why cosmetologists in particular and barbers should embark upon a humanitarian endeavor. Why? Because they don't talk about this in cosmetology school. I was never encouraged. The only thing they told us to give away was some free haircuts, during Christmas time and back to school. That's about the bulk of, I know, Rashida, but that's true. That's what they do, write a check, and don't forget to cut some hair for back to school, which we do that, but why give like this?
Well, two things stand out for me, and hope, because when we have to understand that we have, and we're not a monolith either. I know we say Black America, but we are either. We have Southern and Northern and Western, and and Central, but barbers, hairstylists. It is so good to be in the midst of people who can talk about the origins of things. And when you get the origins of Gambian culture, it just inspires you to be able to stretch yourself and get home. You feel kind of renewed. I don't know about you guys, but I came back from Senegal so refreshed and ready to really just step it up, just really level up into a whole nother energy and make sure. Now, I don't know about you guys. Did you guys ever talk about that it was hard to say goodbye? I hated that. Oh
my God. Oh gosh.
It was
We
horrible.
actually, Rashida, can you
oh my God. That's not something to experience because
they put on this play for us.
Oh
now
my
we
God.
don't
It was
speak.
that was for the dance, the party that we went to,
That was the
and
last day. That was our last day.
Yeah, the last day, and they put on oh my gosh, the song. And like every time, I'll always go back and replay it all the time because they can sing, first of all.
I have it, Rashida. I have it here.
Yeah, okay.
I do. I actually have it. Here we go, guys. Oh wow! I didn't even realize this, but we actually have it. So this was the night that we were leaving, and go ahead, Rashida, with the story. I'm sorry for cutting you off.
Go ahead. No, go ahead, play it. It was just that they sang and said Ladosha song, and they put Ladosha's name in it, and they put and all of the delegates, and oh my, it was just. And when I say they was crying too, but it made us cry.
Right, because we didn't speak the language, but we knew that they were saying, "We are going to miss you guys."
Miss you. Yes.
So you're going to bond. There's one person that you're going to meet, and you're going to bond, and that's going to be your sister. I promise you, on everything I own.
Let me tell you, I still talk to at least two. It's at least two of them that I talk to on a regular on TikTok and on WhatsApp, and they call me up all the time. We talk. One of them, I guess, just got married. She has a baby now. Oh my gosh, we talk all the time. So yeah,
and
we gotta be connected.
Brothers, please come with us because there were so many guys a part of this that need that brotherly. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying, Cheryl? Like, man, please show up. So here's a little snippet. Let me just share this of the last night of our trip in the Gambia. I don't think we have the song part, but they have it. All right, so here we go. All
And
right.
the little boy was just so cute.
Yeah, all these dances that we see them
What, did she lose her connection every time she
I
shows a
think
video?
so. Probably when she did the video. But they throw money. And so when you throw the money, you're supposed to put what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to put the money back into the bag with the ones that's doing the band. Yeah.
Oh my
But
goodness.
it's really, really nice.
I only we ain't listening to you. We not we not listening to you, girl. Your shit. She's still trying to. Right. All I remember was just how hard it was to say goodbye.
Yeah,
and
it was
not. It was just, oh, my mother just like lost it, and my father would be like, Gloria, please, stop all that. You can't bring all of them with you. You can't bring them all. You get, why can't they just come with us? You know what I mean? Oh, my mother was wow. You know what I mean? It said so sweetly, I'm going to miss you, and Fatu, and oh my God, they were just like, and it was such a
Don't forget about this. Come back.
And that's the whole thing about you don't get filled up like that. You don't get loved up. You don't get loved on like that. You just really, and that's why to encourage Black men to also to come with us, which is a very good point, because you need to step out of a different energy of Western patriarchy kind of feeling, right? And get and understand how to get loved on by other Black men, and to see that it's true brotherness, and to just be able to be in that energy for at least 10 days. It's unfreaking believable. But I will say, and because we're going to close this out if she ever gets back on, but I will say, Rashida, there is such a she's now telling us that her
her internet frozen.
No, like, wait a minute, literally and figuratively. I know she's over there having a damn fit too. But just closing out, I would just like to say, make the trip, make the effort. Don't let it stop you. It is the experience of a lifetime, because one thing that it teaches us here in America, they have a pride in their poverty that we don't.
Yes.
That's a pride that I am whole regardless of my circumstances. And they're going to make the best of it. And if we have what we have here, no matter if it's not perfect here either, they still have managed to make it work. They have still managed to bond their hearts. The gift It's not about the gift, because they're going to give you things and you're going to give them back. That's why it's called inter-exchange. And they are going to, it's about what the giver gets once they give.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
And so, and I know you had the experience of a lifetime, Rasheda. And so if you can, just give us one piece of one good memory and we'll close it out.
Just one.
I know, right? Just one. If it's in the goodbye. And let me just say this. Don't say you're gonna connect with any of them and don't. Follow through.
Right. Definitely follow through, because one thing about it, especially so WhatsApp is one of the apps that you want to make sure you have on your phone, because over there it does cost if you just use regular text message, but that WhatsApp is great. They love it.
Yeah.
That's how we continue to keep in touch with each other. I mean, and when you say you're gonna keep in touch, you keep in touch. Absolutely. And don't be hesitant if they ask you, can you send something every now and then? Because you just go ahead and make a way to do it. I mean, it just make it happen. One thing that I really love though is definitely the love and the respect, and the men, how they really protect the women. They really protect you to the fullest. And about the trip, the rides. When we thought we was gonna be in trouble with the military, it was like the man was explaining it, right? But for some reason, when Fatu actually went and talked to them and explained to them, they understood, and it was like, okay, all right, just with everything away. So we was good. But it was like, but the men, they talk up and they protect you, and that's what I love about over there, and the love, the love.
Refreshing.
Yeah.
All right.
Close it out, Lola.
All right, we got it. Actually,
ain't nothing else to be said.
That was my internet. All right, okay, like get out here. All right, guys, we will be back next week. Again, this month is all about motivation, and we hope that Rasheda did a wonderful job in getting everybody, at least 10 good people, interested in traveling with us in October of 2025 to the Gambia. We're going to be with the Gay and Joel Skills Academy. So we're going to be back next week. Go ahead, Rasheda, right quick. Go ahead.
Also, I guess we are adding, because we have the agriculture in there now, because my mother has been talking with in the Gambia with Fatu and some of the other brothers with the garden and stuff. So she's definitely coming next year too with us.
All right. Okay. Okay. So Rasheda's mom. So if agriculture is your thing, then we have that. So we're going to be back next week with Miss Natasha Weingartner. She's also my cousin, and she's going to be talking about a little faith and some motivation. So again, we're trying to get us all ready for the new year in 2021. All right. And you know what we say when we're signing out, right? We're talking about good, better, best. Never let it rest until your good is better and your better is best. And don't forget to hit that thumbs up button to help change the narrative about elevating your Afro hair education in West Africa. We'd love for you guys to join us. All right. Have a good night. Now I gotta find it. Right.
Now she can't get it off.
I know. I ain't even trying to be digging on the job. Here we go. Do this, my good people.
Welcome to Planet Plute Pseudo.